So this is question number one. This is coming from Joe in Liverpool, funnily enough. And he asked me when was my first ever wine is nice moment, so I suppose when did I really get into wine? I think it's a pretty good one to kick off with, really, because you said, this is the whole point of what we're trying to do here, is just get more people kind of knowing that little bit more and getting them enjoying it a bit more. So I suppose talking about when I started enjoying it makes quite a lot of sense, so we'll start with that. Basically, I think a lot of people, especially a lot of British people, I'll be honest, I kind of used to drink like a British guy drinks, we started off in kind of before I went to university when I was 17, 18, I probably shouldn't say that, but it's just a couple of pints after a game of cricket in a weekend down the club, Then I went off to uni, did the kind of sports team, social drinking, drink like an absolute moron kind of thing. You look back at those things and just, at the time it was a lot of fun, but you look back and just think, how did it all die? Really, you do, But obviously, you kind of, I don't think that's ever a kind of lasting ability to have to drink like that. So, and I didn't really enjoy it, if I'm honest. I love spending time with people, but I didn't really enjoy all that stupid shit. But I was quite lucky that my mum and dad decided to buy, whilst I was at uni, my mum and dad bought sort of a DIY retirement project down in northern Italy. And so we went out there, gone out there kind of every year since. Basically took, it's a proper fixer-upper, this place, and you spend about 5 years trying to get running water and electricity in there. But it's cool. It's a really, really nice place. But enough of that DIY stuff. Basically, the area it's in the northwest of Italy is effectively wine world, wine country. That's what it is. It's everybody is in some way, shape, or form in the industry, and it just so happened that mates of ours. They were wine producers, and so you go along and you see you go to their houses and their back gardens and their vineyards, so you go and have a look at these vineyards and man alive, they are just beautiful, beautiful place. Most vineyards are on the side of a hill or in a lovely valley plain next to a river, and they're just stunning places to look at, and I can't imagine anybody gonna go and see these places and not go, it's a bit of alrightness, But just before we all quit our jobs and went off to join the circus, basically I found out very quickly that these wine producers, they pick their asses up, they really, really do. You're looking at sort of 12, 13 hour days, 7 days a week, maybe get 1 week off a year just to have a bit of holiday up in the mountains, I just realised, there's no money in it, because you're not going to be millionaires growing this stuff or making this stuff, but they do it because they love it. And I know this is going to sound a little bit stupid, but it's kind of infectious, that passion they have for it, all of a sudden you start just looking at it a different way. Beforehand it was a good wine for me is one that didn't make me want to, regurgitate it, after I drank it, but you just start to appreciate it so much more because your mates are the guys that are working their asses off to put a good bottle of wine on the shelf, So that's kind of how I started really getting into it, and then, till a couple of years ago I realised I knew absolutely nothing about anything other than just a very small area in northwest Italy. So I started doing all the exams and started to get to know a bit more about the world of wine, and then the blog. And then all this, so that was kind of it really. So I suppose my first time I ever realising that wine is nice, perversely enough, I wasn't actually drinking a glass or anything, I was actually stood in the vineyard, looking out at the place and just absolutely loving it, sun on the back, factor 50 all over me obviously, but just enjoying it. And obviously now it's great because I get to, wherever I go and whatever glass of wine I try, I actually really enjoy it. There's not a lot of wine that I don't enjoy anymore because I'm really trying to work out, why is it good, what would it go with, kind of things. It's just a hobby that became not an obsession, but just something that I love doing, So that was kind of it, I hope, I'm sure you've all got your own stories, but that is why I became, a big fan of wine, and, long may it continue. But I hope that answers your question, Joe. Thanks for the question, and until next time, guys.